The Department of Mineral Resources and Energy is in talks looking into revamping its licensing regime to make it easy for artisanal miners to operate legally. It's in an effort to discourage illegal mining in South Africa, which some say has cost the country's economy at around 70 billion rand a year. Let's now speak to the department spokesperson, Makhosonke Buthelezi. Makhosonke, good morning. Thank you so much for making time for us. So since the adoption of the artisanal and small-scale mining framework about 2 years ago, what has the department done so far?
So what we have done, thanks to Aldrin, we have, since we introduced the artisanal small-scale mining policy, what we have done, in January this year, we issued an advert inviting artisanal and small-scale mining to apply for funding, which is there to assist them with buying equipment for their mining operation, as well as for providing for rehabilitation once because that is one of the requirements. If they start mining, they need to have a provision for rehabilitation for when they are done with that. So we have this funding that we have set up. We've invited people to apply. We received about close to 1,000 applications, and we're able to shortlist about 21 so far. We're going to go and actually visit those ones who we have shortlisted to do some due diligence and thereafter be able to disperse the funding. So that's what we have done in line with the policy that we have.
Okay. So with the 21 that have been shortlisted, does this mean that these people are actually operating currently, even though that they don't have the license?
No, it means they do have a mining permit, a license, because that was one of the conditions. That for you to be eligible for this funding, you must have a mining permit. So all those that are shortlisted have the mining permit. They either need assistance with buying equipment or with the financial provision for rehabilitation and other things. So, that basically is the condition. You must have a mining permit.
Okay. But how then does that address the question around the Zamazamas? Because the Zamazamas don't have the mining permits and the license to be operating, yet they are operating. And the way that the artisanal and mining and small-scale mining framework policy, the way it was sold to the nation was this. This is a policy that is trying to also formalize the illegal operations of the Zamazamas. So how is that possible?
True, it is formalized to respond to the illegal operation of Zamazamas. We must make a clear distinction here. You have Zamazamas who are artisanal miners, and a person who are mining mostly industrial minerals like your sand, your silica, your crash stones, but they don't have the permit. And because of that, they are mining illegally. But you need to formalize those people. And those are the people that we want to support. Then you have these other kind of Zamazamas who are characterized by crime, who are linked to organized crime, who are harassing communities. No, those are not our primary focus. Although we are saying, if they want to be formalized, if they want to participate and they want to contribute and they want government recognition, they must stop with these illegal, with these crime elements that or crime practices that they are doing. And we will be able to assist them. Because, for example, in Mpumalanga, we heard that there is a village where they are mining quartz. Now, those people are our typical people that we will target, because we need to go them and make them aware of the dangers of mining quartz under their houses and the dangers that poses to the environment. And those are the people we can approach and take through the process and formalize. Now, if you want to go to Rivoli or you want to go to the East End and you try to approach those ones who are armed, in the first place, they will shoot you from a distance. You won't be able to go there and approach them and try to formalize. And ideally, we would like to bring them to the fore. But because of the violent nature in which they operate in, you need to go in with the police first and try to separate the chaff from the grain and get to the ones who are willing and ready to be formalized and work properly through the government structures and get government support.
So does this mean then from the Department of Mineral Resources, there's no actual plan when it comes to the Zamazamas because of the security element, and the only concern is the security element and the illegality of it is something that law enforcement would need to deal with?
Well, when it comes to the ones that I would label as engaged in criminal activities, the first thing is you need to deal with those separately from the other ones who are artisanal and small-scale miners who are mining innocently but do not have the permission but can be easily taken through the process and be converted into and be formalized. Now remember the other ones, and that is why we label them as criminals, because they also have, most of them are not originally from here in the country. They don't have the documents to be in the country. However, we are saying the plan is there to formalize all artisanal and small-scale mining that are broadly defined as Zamazamas, because all of them are hustling. They are trying to put bread on the table for their families. The plan is there, the policy is there. But we are saying if those that are involved in crime are willing and they want to participate, they can apply, they want to be formalized, the plan is there, the opportunities are there, and they can do so.
Okay, so the undocumented people, they would not qualify for such a permit?
No, they would not, because it is primarily for, you must be a South African citizen in order to participate and qualify for this scheme.
Yeah, and that is the problem, is that communities have raised this issue about the Zamazama, specifically now speaking about the ones that you speak of, who are violent in nature in how they approach their operations, the risks that they pose to the communities that they live in, and also the communities where they are working around. So that is the major concern. And if it is only a security issue, then how do you deal with that element that says that here is somebody who is mining illegally in this particular community and also poses an environmental risk to the people who live around the area, and also a risk to the people that they actually work with?
Okay. So to answer your question, we are going to go out on a roadshow. We'll be going to provinces, mining provinces, especially where there's these hotspots where you find Ramazamas. We're going to open an invitation to everyone who wants to know more about our program. We're going to go on radio, community radio, inviting everyone to come to learn more about the program and learn about the support that we have. All right. So, and if they are willing and they are interested, they should come to those community engagement, those mini imbizos, to listen and hear how we can assist them. And even if maybe they want to leave this crime and they want to be legalized, we can advise them what is it that they need to do. So it will be up to them, because at the moment it's not safe for us to reach out to them and go to them in their homes or in their areas to go and try to convince them or persuade them that, okay, there is this alternative, we can be formalized, because we won't be able, because of security issues, we won't be able to even reach them. And it will be dangerous for our officials to do that. But we will go out on radio, because we're going to be having these provincial outreach programs. And whoever is interested, then they can come and they can get information and be empowered on how they can also participate and be formalized.
Okay. And just quickly, the process of applying for the permit, what is it that they would need to show? And also, when it comes to the area where they'll be mining as well, must they have ownership of the property where they will be mining?
In terms of the property, you must have a letter or a document that you have the owner of the property has given you permission to mine. That must be one of the things that you must have. Okay, and obviously then there are other requirements that you must meet, such as environmental impact assessment and other water usage requirements that you must meet. And we are prepared through this program to assist them with that. Those cost a whole lot of money and they need special expertise. So that is why through this funding, it's part of that we are going to provide them with non-financial assistance so that they can also participate. All the artisanal and small-scale miners we're trying to lower the barrier to enter into the mining industry for particularly historically disadvantaged individuals of South Africa.
How much has been set aside for the program?
This year we've set aside about 78 million. But after June, there's going to be another cash injection of around 100 million. So this is going to be an ongoing thing. Because, Aldrin, our aim is to make sure that many historically excluded people are participating in the mining industry.
Thank you so much for your time. That is Makhosonke Buthelezi, who is the Department of Mineral Resources and Energy spokesperson.